Hey everyone, this is Emily Graziano, and I'm here once again to greet the Kiss Nation, and this video is going to be a review, as promised, of Ace Frehley Origins Volume 2. I did Origins Volume 1 previously, so if you'd like to go back and watch this before this, or, well, if you're a chronological person, but really, I don't think the reviews will matter chronologically. So this time, I'm proud of myself. I have notes, so I upped the ante a little bit. Again, I'm not very professional at this. I am just going to sit here and give you my opinion. I'm going to try not to read the liner notes, just sit here and give you information off the liner notes on the back of this poster, because you can do that yourself. I don't want to be like a preacher or lecture on anything. I just would rather sit here and give you my opinion. So with that, we'll get started. So like Origins Volume 1, Origins Volume 2 is a CD filled with just cover versions of Ace's favorite songs from his youth, from the beginnings of playing in clubs and gigs in places, songs that had an impact on him in young adulthood or in childhood, and he's basically paying tribute to a lot of his rock idols. So the first one on here is Good Times, Bad Times, originally by Led Zeppelin. And I think this song perfectly describes Ace's musical career. Good times, bad times, you know, I'll be around. Like, it just, Ace has always been there for us fans in good times and bad times. And even himself going through good times, bad times, he's always been able to commit to music. So I think that is just a perfect expression of who Ace is as a performer. And again, Led Zeppelin are his rock idols, so it's just a perfect fit. The next song on here is Never in My Life, originally by Mountain. And I don't really know a ton about this song. And what I did before I did this review is I would listen to the original song online, because I don't own most of these songs, and then I would play Ace's version. Like I'd be constantly like pausing the disc after each song to go back and listen to the original. I didn't really know a lot about Mountain, but I think this song has perfect guitar wrist for Ace. Not so much the lyrics I didn't really pay attention to, but the riffs are just perfect for Ace to play, so I think that was perfect for him. The third song on here is Space Truckin', originally by Deep Purple, and when this song first came out as a single, I'm like, oh my god, this song is perfect for Ace. How come he didn't do this years ago? He could have done this, you know, on Frehley's Comet, and people would have been like, yes, this is Ace. And it turns out, according to the liner notes, I said I wasn't going to read them to you, but I will refer to them when necessary, that this was actually recorded years ago, and Ace reworked it, and that makes perfect sense. And the coolest part about it is he Aceifies this song to fit him. Like, he's like, hey Curly, come on! Or he's like, hey, where's Jandel? And he'll be like, Space Ace Truckin', which is just perfect for Ace. I mean, it's the perfect cover song for him, and they recently released the director's cut version of that music cartoon. It's actually a music video, but that music cartoon of him and the Space Bear getting captured, and it's just fun. So I think Space Truckin', the perfect song for Ace. Really just phenomenal that he did it and made it his own. And if this song originally wasn't by Deep Purple, I think Ace could have done a song like this and nobody would question. Nobody would question. The next song he covered is a Beatles song, which I think it's about time he did a Beatles song, considering that that was the basis of what Kiss was formed on, the Beatles. He did I'm Down with special guest John 5, and like I said, I think it's about time. And I think he really makes this song edgier by making it more of a hard rocker, and with the swearing and the attitude of how he delivers the lyrics and everything. I think it was just a perfect fit for Ace. Again, perfect fit. The next song on here, he did Jumpin' Jack Flash, originally by the Rolling Stones, and this is with Lita Ford. I think, as I've said before, that it's absolutely perfection and magic whenever Ace covers the Rolling Stones, ever since he did 2000 Man, and he did covered the Rolling Stones on Origins Volume 1, so it makes sense that he did it on Volume 2. And I think, as I will mention later in this video, that it should continue on to Volume 3. What song? I will reveal that shortly, but again, I just think it's perfect whenever Ace does the Rolling Stones. The next song on here is Politician by Cream, originally by Cream, with John 5 again. Technically, there's nothing wrong with this song. Ace really captured the spirit, the vibe, and the attitude of the original song, and technically, it's great. It's just personally not my favorite. I don't even really care for the original version of the song. I don't even care about the topic of the song. You will never find me talking about politics. The only time I will talk about politics is if it is in a historical context and everybody is dead. Like, I will discuss with you Civil War politics because everybody who came up with them are dead, and you can discuss it retrospectively in a historical context. But, this song, as mentioned in the liner notes, I thought it was interesting to note. This is Monique Frehley's favorite song, so I think that's really awesome that Ace covered his daughter's favorite song. And the song has grown on me a little bit, like the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's really cool, but I just don't care for this song that much. Just my opinion. Moving on to the next song. He did Lola, originally by The Kinks. Again, he did a Kinks song on Origins Volume 1, so he continued it on Volume 2. This song is really silly, just like Ace, and it's kind of a softer sounding song. It's not as, it's not as hard rock, but it's kind of in the same vein, I think, as What's on Your Mind, like the... like, what do they call it? Melodic? I think... So, I think that was just really fun. And Ace has a silly side to him, which is extremely evident in this song. And I think it was really cool to see Ace do something a little bit more looser and relaxed. So I think it was just a fun song for him to do. The next song he did 30 Days in the Hole, originally by Humble Pie, and this is with guest Robin Zander on lead vocals. I personally, having heard the original version for the first time just probably 20 minutes ago, I don't really care for the original version. I don't. I love Ace's version, though, which shows you what he can do with a song. Maybe I'm just more adapted to Robin Zander's vocals, but I don't care for the style, the vocalist of the original, so I will listen to this cover version, but not the original. That's just my opinion. Up next, he covered Manic Depression, originally by Jimi Hendrix, and this is with Bruce Kulick. This is the collaboration I think Kiss fans have been waiting for since forever. I know maybe they've didn't they collab on the Eric Singer project? If any of you know the answer to that, please let me know. But I swear Ace and Bruce may have collaborated on the Eric Singer project, but I don't recall if it was on the same track. But here, they're on the same track, playing together, and I think it's just the Kiss fans' dream, and you add Jimi Hendrix into the mix, and it just makes it all that much better that they're covering one of their idols, and we get to see our idols together, so I think that's just utterly perfect. Up next is the song Kicks, originally by Paul Revere and the Raiders. I think Ace is really cool on this song. I just think so. And I swear I've heard this original version by Paul Revere and the Raiders somewhere before I even heard Ace's version, but I can't recall where. I don't know, maybe I just heard it randomly, but I can tell you I've never heard of Paul Revere and the Raiders until like maybe 30 minutes ago, but I swear I've heard this song somewhere before Ace's, and it's gonna bug me until I find that out, but Ace did a wonderful job on this song, and he just, again, he sounds cool. The penultimate song on this record is We Gotta Get Out of This Place, originally by The Animals, and I enjoy Ace's version of this song a lot better than the original. Again, I swear I've heard this song before somewhere. I don't know where. I've heard of the Animals before. Maybe I've heard of this song in a movie or somewhere. I'm not sure, but I've definitely heard of it somewhere before I heard Ace's version. And then I listened to the original version and I'm like, where have I heard this before? But yeah, I really don't care for the original. I do like Ace's version better. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. And the last song on here is She, originally by Kiss, originally from the Dress to Kill album. And when it was first announced, Ace was going to be covering She, I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be epic. He's going to be singing She. And this is kind of different from the other Kiss covers that he did, because he did Parasite and Cold Gin on Origins Volume 1, but of course he wrote the songs, so for the longest time fans were waiting for him to fully sing those songs, and it was a very anticipated thing, like, oh, he's gonna sing what he wrote, this is right, this is what should have happened on the records themselves when they originally came out. But this is kind of different. It's like, oh, he chose to cover She. Okay, it's a Gene vocal, and that's something else to note. Every cover, Kiss cover that he has done so far has been a Gene vocal, a Gene lead vocal, and it makes you think, what makes them not cover a Paul vocal? Something to think about. But anyway, when I first heard it on the record, I'm like, it started, I'm like, okay, yeah, the guitar's there, the drumming, like my good pal John B. Good mentioned in his video, it's like, oh yeah, you do miss Peter's drumming, and then they start singing, and you're like, wait, that's not Ace. And then I read the liner notes, and he said, yeah, he let members of his band sing it, which is very generous, and I totally believe that if he played this live at a concert, because he was explaining that before the lockdown started, he was ending all of his concerts with She, and that's how he kind of decided to put it on Origins Volume 2. If this were at a concert and they started playing She, I don't think anybody would care that Ace isn't singing. It'd be like, yeah, he's playing She, yes! But because it's on a CD, that he is supposed to be singing lead on most of the covers. I mean, except for the one song with Robin Zander, he sings lead on all of the songs. And I think on this one, we're like, oh, wait, he's not singing lead. And I think we're kind of disappointed by that. We're like, oh, he's not singing lead, okay. And that was kind of a shock. I'm like, oh, I thought he was going to be singing. I wanted him to, and I still really do want him to. And he might be backup on there, and I think you can hear him here and there on backup, but it's like, oh, I wanted him to sing lead. But it's not a bad version at all. At all. It's really, really good. The guitar is there. Ace has lost none of his ability to be awesome on Kiss songs. Just if anyone needed verification, Ace still has it when it comes to Kiss songs. Paul and Gene, they wish they... Well, no, Gene, I'll leave Gene out of it. Paul can play still beautifully, but sadly, I have to admit his voice is not exactly what it used to be. And I'm going to stop right there. This is not a Paul-centric video, but I think it was just really cool that Ace did She, but yet at the same time, it's different than what we anticipated. And that's not bad, it's just different. And now, the moment that some of you may have been waiting for, I'm going to say some of my picks and on both guest stars and songs that I would love Ace to do on Volume 3. And some of these picks you may think, oh, Emily, you're crazy. Why would you do that? But I'm just going to do it for fun, and if you think I'm crazy, then that's cool. I've been called crazy before. So I honestly believe John 5 and Lita Ford will return. It's just kind of a tradition by now. Like, they were on Volume 1, they were on Volume 2. I'm pretty sure they're going to be on Volume 3. I think it would be cool if Kevin Cronin of REO Speedwagon came on and collabed with Ace. What song they could do, or sing, or whatever, I'm not sure at the moment, but I think it would just be fun. I like REO Speedwagon. I think Kevin Cronin is cool, and REO and Kiss have toured together before, so I think that'd be really awesome. I would love to see Jim Peterick of Survivor, well, best known as Survivor, and Ides of March. And I think his new band is what? Pride Alliance? I'm pretty sure. I'd love to see him collab with Ace. Jim Peterick has written some awesome songs for not only Survivor, but 38 Special, and even the Beach Boys at this point. And I just think it'd be awesome to see him collab with Ace. In a dream, I think all of us would love Eric Singer to be collabing with Ace, because we know that Ace and Eric Singer are good friends, and Ace loved touring with Eric Singer when Peter left. And we've known for years that Ace and Eric are good friends, but at this point in time, it's not gonna happen. Not with Eric still in Kiss. That Paul and Gene would put their foot down automatically on that, sadly. In a dream, I wish it would happen. And I'm gonna say it. I want Peter Criss on Origins Volume 3. Come on, it's Origins Volume 3, and this is Peter Criss we're talking about. Even if Peter doesn't want to sing, I'm sorry, even if Peter doesn't want to play drums, he could still sing. As evidenced in the Don't You Let Me Down video that was recently released, Peter has lost none of his vocal ability. So even if Peter just wants to sing and maybe not play drums, I think fans would be very accepting and welcoming of that. They could choose a song that they both love and respect and have admired for a long time, and Ace could play, Peter could sing, and I think it would be awesome. And also, I think Bruce could come back. Bruce Kulick could come back, and they could do Secretly Cruel, which was rumored that was going to be on Origins Volume 2. Maybe Ace could do Secretly Cruel with Bruce for Volume 3. And that kind of brings me to the songs. I would love Ace to do My Sharona by The Knack. And if you watch the video of Ace tearing up the hotel room in a professionally staged manner, I think it's from 93. I think the video's from 93. It's on YouTube somewhere. Ace mentions My Sharona, that he used to dance in hotel rooms while tearing it up. He would dance to My Sharona. So I would love to see him take on My Sharona. I'd also love him to do another Beatles song. Maybe Hello Goodbye or Helter Skelter, or another one that that didn't come to mind, but I think that would be really awesome. I would love to see him do another Rolling Stones song, like I mentioned. I'd love to see him do Start Me Up. I think that's my favorite Rolling Stones song, Start Me Up, so maybe that's why I chose it, but I'd love to see him take that one. As for Kiss covers, I'd love him to do either Deuce, which I am very surprised he has not done yet, Strange Ways, or Rock Bottom. Now, Rock Bottom, like I mentioned, is a Paul lead vocal, but he co-wrote that song. I would love to hear him sing Rock Bottom. I think he could pull it off and do an amazing job. And now, my choice, I think I would love Ace to do the song Wild Honey by the Beach Boys. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, what? You're crazy, but I think Wild Honey, it's kind of psychedelic, and Ace, he does psychedelic songs and makes them into true hard rock songs. So I would love for Ace to do Wild Honey. It's from 1967. It's the title of the Beach Boys album of the same name. I'd love for him to do it. And in the liner notes for Volume 2, he mentioned Kick Out the Jams by MC5, and he said in the liner notes that if the company wants a Volume 3, don't be surprised if you see it on there. So maybe we'll see that one on there. And with that concludes my album review of Origins Volume 2. If you're an Ace fan and on the fence, don't hesitate to go pick it up. There's a million versions of these out there, with alternate covers and colored vinyl and everything like that. It's probably secretly Gene behind the marketing, as Brant from In My Head channel, he mentioned that in one of his videos, and I think it's totally true. Gene could secretly be behind the marketing. But with that, my name's Emily Graziano. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Please tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to try to tackle the Beach Boys pet sounds as requested by Les Wadley, so I'm going to really try with that one. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.